with joins. We were just sharing some great stories, and then we were talking about how people, people love to go up to Canada. It's really easy to get into Canada. Yeah, nothing to it. Where you going? Okay, great. It's when you come back that it might be an issue. And I guess you meet a lot of people celebrating birthdays.
Yes. Yeah. I always know when some local kids turned 18, because the drinking age in Quebec is 18.
Yeah. So do you have to make a judgment call? I remember my daughter called me once, and she and her friends went up to Canada. They got in fine, lost her license. Comes back in. She calls me and says, "What am I going to do?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "Maybe you can explain yourself." And they let her through. Isn't that something?
Yeah.
You got to make a judgment call sometimes, I guess.
Well, we can't refuse a U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
And back before 9/11, if you said you were a U.S. citizen, and I had no reason to disbelieve it, then you were. If you said you were a Canadian citizen, and I saw or heard no reason to disbelieve that, then you were a Canadian citizen. The first and best document to prove citizenship, of course, is a passport. Mm-hmm. Now we require them. We didn't back then when I first began. But most Americans, yeah. You can tell an American from a Canadian. All you got to do is get one of them to say, "Hey, it's okay, Ontario, you're Canadian."
Oh, that's too funny.
But Americans are pretty, yeah, you can usually tell.
Yeah, you can
But
tell.
you do have to make some judgment calls. But we can't refuse, as an immigration inspector, I can never refuse a U.S. citizen. You're coming in.
Yeah.
You're coming in one way or the other.
Yeah.
You're either coming in one way or the other, because I can't refuse you. Only an immigration judge can make the final determination that you're a U.S. citizen.
Right, right.
So we got to set you up for a court hearing.
That's a great story, great stuff. Thanks for sharing, and thanks for sharing all the family with you, and the rich heritage you have of Maine, and being here in Maine. It's a wonderful thing, and if people want to move up here, what's your recommendation? What's your advice for them? If someone was to move up here, what would you give them for advice if they've never been up here?
Oh, just come in and just be prepared to just be community minded. Just fit in, enjoy it, work hard, participate in the community. That's the best. That's the biggest thing. That's what we did right from the beginning. We just got involved in the community. That's why I've got so many hats that I wear.
Hats.
Yeah.
And stages.
Yeah.
And there. Can you adjourn our meeting?
Yeah, I can adjourn.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. All those in favor?
All those,
Please leave, and please leave.
Thank you so much, Peter Farnsworth. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Enjoy chatting with you.